welcome to this Sky News special live from Downing Street, where we are expecting a statement from the Prime Minister, Doc Henders, within the next few minutes. There is no word from Downing Street what this statement could be on. However, some sources have just said to me that this could be the end for Doc Henders. We are expecting that he might be resigning as Prime Minister. However, we'll have to wait and see. He is due to come out of the street within the next 2 minutes, we believe. As we can see right in front of us, we have a crowd of spectators eager to hear the news live, but we are currently waiting for the Prime Minister to give us a statement. As we are now proceeding to focus outside the street, we can see that members of the Cabinet are inside, nearby the door. We do believe that the Cabinet have been meeting inside of number 10 just before this statement is due to occur. We still believe confidently that this will be the resignation of the Prime Minister. We do know that the former Home Secretary now, Callum Truss, the Earl of Bath, resigned earlier today, following potential rumours that he was going to resign. He has done so, and considering the fact we've not heard much on a possible replacement, this could mean the very end for Prime Minister Doc Henders as we know it. Of course, we're only around 2 weeks away from a general election, so this could be a catastrophic disaster for the Reform Party if they are to lose their leader. Could this start a chain of similar uncertainty in the party and see a possible collapse similar to how we've seen from the Conservative Party in recent months? We will have to wait and see, and here comes the Prime Minister. We will now bring a statement to you.
Good afternoon. I thank members of the Cabinet and members of the Metropolitan Police and members of the public for coming to attend this Downing Street event so early and so soon. However, this is the end. This is the end. I am announcing right now to the great British public that I am resigning as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and that is really unfortunate. Fucking ice cream fans. Now I understand the concerns from members of the public that I can hear and see today. However, very simply, the government has been at ends with the administration team for too long now, and that is really not good timing. Can someone turn that off, please? Thank you. Good. Thanks, Prime Minister, for not even helping Gibraltar. Well, do you know what? If Gibraltar wasn't such a mess, we'd actually touch it. If Gibraltar wasn't such a mess, we'd actually touch it. But this government's been at odds with the staff team for too long now, and it's obvious that Frost is going to be a big whining little proverbial. However, I will say very publicly right now that this has been the most enjoyable 47 days of my time here in Project Britannia. It's been amazing to lead a government. It's been amazing to 47 days. Can someone please stop pressing the fire alarm? What do you mean only 47 days? That's way longer than any average Prime Minister here. Also, I'd encourage you to be quiet because you're currently breaching the Impartiality Protections Act. But yes, I will reaffirm that it's been the most fun time of my time here at Project Britannia to lead this government. I want to, it wouldn't be possible without the Cabinet behind me. I've had a brilliant Cabinet and a brilliant number of people standing behind me. Over there on my right now. Oh my days. Someone's a fan of that. Someone's a fan of that. Ban there. Goodbye. But yeah, my cabinet have been the backbone of this government. I cannot take all of the responsibility for this government. However, I really hope that they appreciated my leadership, and I really hope that the British people appreciated my leadership too. This government's made some great strides over the time. Over the past 47 days, we jumped in on the 7th of June and we got straight to work. And I'm really proud of the efforts that we've made. However, I do want to bring to public light a certain conversation I had with group staff once. And that conversation went as follows. I questioned group management on what they were going to do, and I was informed very bluntly that there was no point in continuing Project Britannia anymore. Until Frost was convinced by Andre to continue Project Britannia. However, I do really believe that that represents something about this government, and that the government that the British people elected to serve from June 7th has sparked the light in Project Britannia again. And I'm sure many people will dispute that, however, it really is pretty obvious. We appointed active commissioners, we appointed active chiefs of defence staff, and they're doing brilliant work at the minute, and they have been doing brilliant work since they've been appointed. Our Metropolitan Police is up, our armed forces are better. All Project Britannia was when we came into office on June 7th was an absolute shell of what it was beforehand. I've been here since September, late September of 2023. And believe me, it was a mess. And I put it out there in my election campaign that I was going to fix this mess. And that's exactly what my government has done. I've met some great people during my time. The Public Services and Media Secretary, I'm very glad to call him a friend now. And we met a matter of weeks ago when he came and joined my office as my Parliamentary Private Secretary. And now happily a Cabinet Minister. But yes, there's nothing much more I can say. I've given my reasons for why I've resigned. The atmosphere is very toxic. I mean, I suppose you'd find a toxic environment wherever you go, really. But I'm not saying I'm pussing out of it. I can't be asked for it anymore. Like people like big crybabies like Majorca and dickheads like Scott Corp really drive you up the fucking new bend. It's a good job we haven't hired Ofcom yet. But this has been a brilliant time. I thank everyone for their support and for their duties and for carrying out their responsibilities and for taking up the mantle. Okay. Yeah. See what I mean? Active Met. They've just. Oh, this fire alarm's going to go off again. See, look at that. Active Metropolitan Police. Callum Trust 101 for you there. Finally, I've advised Her Majesty the Queen to invite the Leader of the Opposition to form a government. And until the end of the parliamentary term in just under 3 weeks, we'll keep them afloat until such time they call a general election or they really crap for the country. And I'm seeing the Gibraltar announcement. Adrian is a crybaby who couldn't run a nursery. He's an absolute clown. Gibraltar's a state. No wonder we didn't touch it. I think you lot are just crying a lot, okay? I think that's the case here, really. Don't trust the Gibraltarians, they're a pain in the arse. They thought that a Ministry of Defence could exist. They thought they could make their own baronies and peerages. So what do you expect, really? But no, I thank you all for your support and I thank you all for coming here today. Honestly, Owen, I'd wish you the best of luck. But genuinely, you're going to need it. You piss off Frost once and you're finished. Are you calling me the most toxic guy in PB? You're funny. You're actually funny. Oh, what a fucking moron. But yes, that concludes my time, and I'm going to set off the fire alarm now. Thank you all for coming, and enjoy the absolute death to your ears.
Well, then, within that is what we expected to happen, but not in the speech manner that we've just witnessed in front of us. With the end of his reign as PM, we don't know the full details about transition, but I do have the leader of the opposition currently, Owen, who is here for an interview with us now, which I will invite onto our little temporary stage to give us an interview about his reaction to the news that we have just heard from Downing Street. We're just getting everything connected up for him at this time because we are. It is very, very hectic right now, and we were not prepared for this. We got told about 10 minutes ago that this is going to happen. However, I did have a source state to me over an hour ago saying this could be the end for the PM today. So we are just trying to get the leader of the opposition open in the line. So we are just literally sorting out our technical problems at the moment. Okay, I think we have the current leader of the opposition on the line, Mr. Organised Owen. If we are hopefully able to get everything working. Hello, are we able to get you? Have we got you on the line?
Just give me.
Okay, it seems like we're having some slight fun technical problems, but while we are waiting for him, we can just take a look at the scenes at the moment outside Downing Street. We have a lot of chaos unfolding in front of us. We did have some protests, and we saw the cabinet lining outside temporarily. I think at the moment, because things are a bit hectic, we are going to move this set real quick just over the distance, just so we've got a bit of clear space away from other members of the public and the press. But at this time, we do appreciate that this is a shock for us, even at Sky, even with the experienced political minds like us. That speech didn't give us ideally every single detail about transition. However, all we can expect at the moment is, and we know, is that the former Prime Minister, Doc Henders, has advised Her Majesty the Queen to invite the leader of the opposition for a government. At this time, we don't know whether that will happen or not, but we are hoping now to get the leader of the opposition on the line with us to speak. We hope. We have the leader of the opposition here. We are just trying to get him on the line because, as we all know, this is very hectic, so we're just trying to get him on the line if we can. So we are still just waiting on it. Okay, we are expecting the leader of the opposition to speak very shortly. We are just having a few more tiny sudden technical problems, but we are hoping to get him on just in a few moments. And I believe we might have him back on the line now.
Hello.
Hello, leader of the opposition. We do apologise for the fire alarms you may hear in the background. The current government are enjoying playing with their new toy, which I should say seems quite broken. We are going to have to make this quite a quick interview because I have a Chinese on the way right now. So this is going to be a very rushed interview, but just get your reactions to the news at the moment, and how do you feel? And did you expect any of this to occur?
Well, I think I got most of that, but obviously I actually never expected that at all. I did understand that Doc Enders was going to go on holiday soon, and that was going to be the last probably session for him before the general election. But I never knew he was going to resign this evening, and it's caught me by surprise. And the fact that I'll be forming a government temporarily has caught me as a shock, to be honest.
And that is understandable. It's even caught. I mean, it's already. I know it's caught political experience mindsets like myself, who has served in several previous cabinets in this nation, caught off by guard. But do you think, even despite being caught off guard, Labour can handle the challenge of being in government until the general election is called, and then winning that general election?
Absolutely. One thing when Labour became the opposition, one of my first vows was to serve the British people, and obviously until in the next couple of weeks, while we'll be holding government, we will give this an opportunity to prove the British people that we can run a government and we can serve the British people to another 2 months. But I'm very sure that in the next couple of months we can serve the British people to the best of our abilities.
Well, I appreciate those comments. I would ask you about what's the plan with seats, etc., because I know some of our viewers have been asking, but none of us really know. However, I have just received in my ear, though, that there is going to be a news conference at 8 o'clock from Brute House, which Sky News will bring to your attention, and then we will do a full bulletin at 8, where we will hopefully have more information to bring you from Downing Street. But at this time, we are going to conclude the broadcast in here, and we will put ourselves on an extended break, mainly for proper reasons, for the sake of so I can have Chinese food. We thank you, though, for coming to listen at this very short notice broadcast. Have a nice day.
Well, first